Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns podcast. Today is day 29 of Ada. We did our usual, go every other week we go to Chinese buffet. We did that. And then we stopped over at Tractor Supply to get some critter food and some ant pesticide. We have a lot of those little piss ants. That's tiny little ants that drive me nuts this time of year. Generally, they're looking for water, but still, it's kind of annoying when you see them crawling on your stove. Doesn't matter how well you clean it, they're always crawling over there, and then piss ants just piss me off. After that, we stopped over at AC Moore, which probably was not a good thing to do. Although I did get a couple of things there. I got a book on filet crochet. This has a couple patterns in it that I like. This one I really like, so I wanted to get it. Yeah, I could have taken graph paper and drawn out my own, but it doesn't bother me to pay for a book every now and then. You know, it keeps the artist in money. And then I needed a couple of beads for a project I have that I'm doing later, so we stopped in there. That may have been the wrong thing to do. Apparently, they had a cleaning crew come in last night who stripped their floors and then re-waxed. And from the looks of it and the smell of it, because it was pretty toxic in there, the cleaning crew did not read the directions on how to apply the wax. The wax solution is one of those that you use a 1 to 4. 1 part solution, 4 parts water, and it was evident from the stench that they did not do that they used full strength. Left out of there with a headache and my nostrils burning. Still have a headache, nostrils burning. So, if I were you, and you're planning on going to the Williamsport area, to the AC Moore at Lycoming Mall, I think I'd let it air out for a couple more days. It was pretty bad. You can kind of tell with my voice is a little sore. Last night I was sick. Violently sick. I don't know what caused that. Had no indication. Just bam. Now I'm still feeling, kind of sore and weak. But that's about it. I did start a new Afghan. And this is a pattern. It's a cable stitch pattern. And Bob Wilson 123 has that pattern up as a cable scarf. I chose to do an Afghan. And she does have a picture of an Afghan that she's doing. Now, how on earth did I do that? She does have an Afghan that she's doing that, gotta rip it out. I've got a mistake back here. An Afghan that she's doing with 5 strands of red heart and a very large hook. Nope, 1 strand. And this is the big twist that I got. So, yeah, I avoid doing I'm just double checking to see how far back my mistake is. It's clear back there. And that's the only mistake. So I'll rip it back to there and start back over. Anyway, she has this pattern where she's doing it, like I said, 5 strands held together. Yeah, it's going to be real nice and thick and using the 15mm hook. But I decided I'm just going to use 1 strand. It's a 14 stitch repeat plus 6 for the edges. And it's real simple cable. You know, my big goal this year was to do cable and Tunisian cables. Haven't started on any Tunisian cables yet. But I'm looking at some different ones to determine which one I want to do. I think I'm going to basically start with a scarf. And then work my way up to a blanket maybe. Who knows? You know, I've been itching to do something in Tunisian. And I guess I could go back and finish off my Tunisian shawl that I was working on that, you know, Aohibi has those mistakes in. Or what I call mistakes because I can't figure out what she did. So who knows? But basically, if you're looking for a cable stitch pattern to do, I would suggest this because it's basically after you get the second and third row on, you're just repeating the second and third row all the way through. You know, very simple. Of course, you can see it's easy to make a mistake. That third row, when you come back, any of these cable stitches and post stitches here, they're all back post stitches, and I did a front post, the back post and front post. That's where I made my mistake. So just correcting that mistake. It's easy enough to do. Anyway, this is going to be a real short one. I did finish my Kelsey shawl, scarf. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that Hooked on Owls, Lacey at Hooked on Owls, it is free if you go watch the video to get the coupon code. It's free through May the 7th. I had thought that it was only through yesterday at midnight, but apparently it goes through May the 7th at midnight. She does also talk about some of the other patterns that are in the works in that one podcast that she has, and that she will be using instead of many designers will put their items out. They'll ask other people, podcasters, people in certain groups or parts of their groups to test their pattern. She's decided to give it away free for so many days after she puts the pattern out so that we can actually be her testers. And that's really a nice thing to do. You know, since I do a lot of charity work, I don't like to always have to pay for a pattern. But I do want to turn out some beautiful things for the charities. And, you know, there are times that I see something that I want to do and I determine I'm going to go ahead and pay for that pattern. It's worth it because I can do something for family members or whatever personally, but also charity. So anyway, I'm going to provide the link down there below for that one podcast. Just watch it through, get the code, go get the pattern. It's real easy. I'm not going to show you my finished object until I do my regular podcast on Tuesday, simply because I have some other things in the works and because, quite frankly, I'm not feeling good. Haven't had an opportunity to take a picture, and it's across the room. So, with that, I'll see you again tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Bye.